Line drive, caught. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. He gets up.
Oh, gets dirty. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Gone!
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here is Mark McGwire. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. And today's starter, Randy Johnson. What do we have on him?
Yeah, and when he's on, he's a real treat to watch. I become a fan myself. He often takes the pressure off of his hitters to score a lot of runs, but they have to be careful to not just go into a slumber. They've got to put up some runs, make it a little bit easier for this guy so he doesn't have to battle every time that he's out there. No one should be surprised, though, if he settles in and takes control of the game and throws a shutout.
And now, Jackie Robinson.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark. You hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4 sports star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Next offering is in for a strike. And I think we can all be thankful that Jackie chose to pursue baseball. As great a football or basketball player as he might have been, it couldn't have matched his achievements on the diamond. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Still fun to imagine what Jackie could have done as a pro football player. He led the nation in punt return yardage 2 years in a row in college at UCLA, so we know he was explosive.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Mauer takes it in for the out. One down. Now let's have a look at the legends up and down the lineup for the mid-century groundbreakers. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Willie Mays.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Lifted in the air, right field. Walker makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 1 inning in the books here. The Beasts on top, 1-0. Top of the second, digging in, David Ortiz. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The pitch. That one hooked foul. Here's the 0-1. comes up empty. That's strike two.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right-hander kick steals. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Larry Walker now at the plate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Swing and a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Pitch out, but no action. Walker leads off first with one away. That's to third. Fired to second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. The Beasts on top here, 1-0. And welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And, of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Lou Gehrig. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
Next pitch misses way outside, and it's not all about the home runs. It's RBIs, total bases. Hank did everything you'd want in the middle of the order guy. And down on strikes, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6.
Now it's the shortstop, Ernie Banks. In there for strike 1. One more interesting thing about the hammer, if you subtracted all of his 755 homers, he'd still have 3,000 hits. Bouncer to second, Utley. Tosses to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. The Beasts have the lead, 1-0. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Joe Mauer. The pitch. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Line drive. Hank brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Granderson, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2002. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He'll touch them all, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down. Here's a speed threat. Derek Jeter. And that's in there for strike 1. Chris, 2020 a special year for Derek Jeter as he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, pretty special, and everyone saw that coming. All the writers voted for him except for one.
And a pitch. That one hit to right. Aaron gets under it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Ralph Kiner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%. You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Johnny Bench, batting with one down, takes a strike. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
And that one wrapped foul. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here at the ballpark, on to the fourth. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Chipper Jones. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Ripped into left center, base hit.
All over that one right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So digging in, Mark McGwire. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab, one away. David Ortiz will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out.
The right fielder, number 33, Larry Walker.
Now it's the power speed combo. Larry Walker. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Jones off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the left fielder, Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 1. Left field. Kiner settles under it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Johnson back to work.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Walker makes the play, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Mickey.
So up next, Mickey Mantle. He popped out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The Groundbreakers still looking for their first hit in this one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. Two outs. And that's in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Next pitch just misses. And now 3-2. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the speedy catcher, Joe Mauer. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. It bangs off the wall. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together for him. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. And here's the pinch runner, Pudge Rodriguez. Now here is Chase Utley. There's the strike.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead. Be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
So now a pinch hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. 0-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Not in time. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Jerry Hairston Jr. And the batter now, Curtis Granderson. Slap the other way, foul. Righty delivers. And a curve drops in for a strike. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Mike Cameron. A runner at first for him, nobody out. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's one down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And first offering is fouled off. Hairston over at first with one away. Chris, you can't forget that 3,000th hit for Derek Jeter at Yankee Stadium off of David Price and a home run. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The 1-0. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. A 2-run shot, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
And the righty deals. Splits the plate. No balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Out to short. Banks to first. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And the lead is now 5-0. So coming into the game now on defense, Pudge Rodriguez. He takes over behind the plate. Also entering the game, Jerry Hairston Jr. He'll play second. Also into the ball game, Mike Cameron. He'll be patrolling center field. Now here is Hank Aaron. The pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the catch, and there's one down. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next to hit, Lou Gehrig. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
The groundbreakers yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Ernie Banks, the next to hit. This guy has turned into a beast. And the first offering is not close. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Bounce it, just bounce it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it. But I come hang out with a vehicle. Ride through dirty, everybody see.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Bob Feller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the DH, David Ortiz. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Frank Thomas.
Pinch hitting. Frank Thomas.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Aaron moving back for it. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. And now the right fielder, Larry Walker. That's in for a strike.
And the man on the mound, Rapid Robert Feller, had a way of getting in hitters' heads like only a few pitchers ever have.
In the air, left field. Kiner settles under it. Snags it for the second out.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Ryan Braun. That's hard hit on the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a man aboard, and here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. In there for strike 1. Well, Feller's probably the scariest kind of pitcher to face. Rocket fastball, tons of movement, and very hard to pick up out of his hand. And a pitch. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He circles the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And here is Jerry Hairston Jr. To third. Matthews gets it to first. And the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Ralph Kiner. Slow ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Johnny Bench getting ready to hit. That one ripped left field. Braun going back on this one. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Eddie Matthews digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
0-1 down. And fouled off. Bounce to the right. Hairston gathers and throws to first. Matthews gone on the play. And that is the inning. So he's perfect through 6. Welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And now it's going to be Mike Cameron. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Feller, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Grounded to Ernie. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Derek Jeter now at the plate. That one fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-0. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And caught on the warning track. So 2 down now, and here is Mark McGwire. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Now, Frank Thomas. He flied out to the warning track at his first trip. Hit in the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on that one. That is the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now an 8-0 game. Staying in the game on defense, David Wright. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need him in this game today.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Mantle in the box again, takes a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Throws across the diamond, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Willie.
Next is the designated hitter, Willie Mays. He's a guy who does it all. And that one is lifted in the air. Walker under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Larry Walker. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball up the middle. Robinson on to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned. And make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Late swing, foul to the left. One down, base is empty. Ripped on a line. Kiner puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Next to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Two outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jerry Hairston Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. This to third. That ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Beasts out front here, 8-0. So remaining in the game defensively, Alex Gordon. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The pitch. And ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And 1-2.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And that one upstairs. Got him looking. Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The Groundbreakers hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now the shortstop, Ernie Banks. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings through that one, 0-1.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
On the ground. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. Through 8 full, the Beasts lead it 8-0. Back here at the ballpark, here's the center fielder, Mike Cameron. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next pitch is popped up. Garrett makes the play. One away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Derek Jeter will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Tony Clark, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Oh,
I don't know how you take that.
That was a strike. Kicks and fires. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Randy Johnson heading back out for the bottom of the 9th as he'll look to make history. Now into the ball game on defense, Mike Lowell. He's the new third baseman.
Number 25.
Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. Johnson back to work.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Next offering upstairs.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
The next offering misses. And a count 2-1. That misses the zone. 3-1.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today. He's been so sharp all game long, and now the challenge is keeping his composure out there and trying to finish off the no-hitter. We'll see if that walk rattles him at all, but I think he'll get right back to work, Luke.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kiner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And down on strikes he goes. And one gone.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. Here comes Kiner.
8 1/3 no-hit innings and just 2 outs from glory finally gives up that first hit. It's kind of tough to see, but it's been a pleasure watching him do his thing in this one.
Robinson stands in now and watches strike one.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And now the lefty on the ground out to short. The throw to first. They get the out on Robinson.
Now batting.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
No, this guy was so close to getting into the history books. He pitched well all game long. That one hit.